We got a lot to discuss. We got a lot to discuss. I want to try to get through this really fast. I don't want to keep you guys all day. I don't want to make this stream an hour, hour and a half. I'm going to get right into it. Okay, because here's the thing. The first, the day leading up into the game, I start feeling myself. I start feeling real disrespectful, right, towards the opposing team. So these streams, I mean, I get it. I get teams credit when they're coming to play us, right? But towards the end, like towards like the day of the game, I start feeling myself, right? I start feeling like, you know, I just get juiced up. I get riled up, man. So without further ado, let's get into the stream. I'm Weapon X. It's the Voice of the Eagles show, and like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles. But enough of that. Let's get right into it. The Miami Dolphins, it is what it is, man. You guys they're a poorly ran organization. Okay. They're a poorly ran organization. I mean, when was the last time they've been relevant? The only thing I ever hear about the Miami Dolphins is what? They have a team that undefeated team, right? They have a team that never lost in a regular season, right? So whatever. Outside of that, these guys have been pretty bad. Okay, they've been pretty bad. They've been pretty bad. They haven't. I mean, they're 147 and 175, right? So they've won 147 games. And lost 175 games. They're under 500 in the last 20 years. So I mean, bro, they have multiple head coaches. This team for the past 20 years, I don't think that they're not relevant. They haven't been in Super Bowls, playoff games, NFC Championship game. They're one of those teams, right? Historically, the Dolphins have been trash. Okay, the Dolphins have been trash. Now, don't let this 5-1 record they have fool you. Don't let it fool you. Please, by any stretch of the imagination, you can ask Miami Dolphins fans. You can ask bro, this team, I think they're frauds. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think they're frauds. Okay, I think they're frauds. If you let's look at let's. I want to get into. If you look at their record, right? They're 147 and 173 in the last 20 years. Okay. You look at their coaching. Well, if you look at Philadelphia, we're 185 and 135. Right. So our win percentage is almost a 58%. Okay. If you argue with me, you're arguing with stats. If you're arguing with stats, you're arguing with facts. We have a 57, almost 58 win percentage. 58% of our games we win. That's really good in the National Football League. You look at the Dolphins, they're at what? 47, 45. So almost a 46%. We win more games with them. We've won more games than them. They've been an absolute dumpster fire. In the last 20, I mean, you look at their coach, you look at the coaches that they've had, right? Okay, let's start from we can start from, let's keep it a buck. Let's just look at let's look at their existence in the entirety. All right. We're gonna look at their existence and from its entirety. All right, I'm gonna get into the comments. I'm gonna read the comments. Just let me flow through this real quick. All right, but just if you want to look at a organization, their stability, how they're ran, look at how many guys they had leading their organization. Okay, right. So that's the first thing I look at when I look at an organization. How many coaches have you had? Right. That's the first thing I will check out. How many coaches have you had? Because that shows a lot. If you got multiple guys just running in up out in your organization, That don't look too good. Business isn't too good. That's like having a female who just back and forth. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at it like that. But okay, you have Don Shula, Hall of Fame coach, whatever, 1970. I guess he was there for 26 years. You have a Don Shula that was there for 26 years. Okay. From there, Jimmy Johnson was there for 4 years, so 1996 to 1996 to 1999. Cool. Next, you have whoever this guy is was there for 4 years. Done actually nothing. You have Jim Bates was there for a year. Nick Saban was there for 2 years. Absolute bum, right? Nick Saban. People don't know that. Nick Saban was there for quite some time and didn't do anything. Cam, whoever, 1 year, 2007. Tony Sperano, 4 years, didn't do anything. Todd Bowles in 2011 for 1 year. Joe, whatever his name is, Fiben for 4. Dan Campbell was there for 1 in 2015. Adam Gase, we all know about Adam Gase. He was off that. He was off that what they call it, that booger sugar, right? He was off of that. Dude just looked like he was all out of it, right? Then you have Brian Flores was there for 3 years, and now you have Mike McDaniels, all right? So now that we see Mr. Mike McDaniels, looks like a pretty good play caller. Let's take a deeper dive into Mr. Mike McDaniels. And I'm gonna segue right into the way they did Tua. All right, so Mike McDaniels, he's a young guy. He comes from a coaching tree of, I believe, Sean McVay. And Sean McVay is a popular young NFL coach. He's won a Super Bowl. He's really established in the NFL. So anybody from his tree is going to be very popular. And Mike McDaniel seems to have had, and he's had a really great first year, okay? But the way they handled Tua, the way they handled Tua, the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, in my opinion, was absolutely horrendous. First off, it was absolutely horrendous. This guy has had 3 concussions. 3 concussions in the NFL as a quarterback. And obviously that messes with your brain long term. So Mike McDaniel's first year in the NFL, Tua, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Tua Tagovailoa, whatever his name is. He's endured 3 really vicious concussions to the head. Okay, and let's just take a look at some of them. That's the first one. You see him like wobbly or whatever. And here's the second one. And now, he was actually carted off. And here's the third one right here. So he's had 3 concussions under Mike McDaniel his first year as a head coach. Right, I'll run it back. This is the first concussion. Right, he's wobbly, he's noodle leg. All right, that's the first one. Here's the second one. That's 2 concussions. And here's the third one coming up. I mean, look at that, bro. I mean, he was carted off. He's had 3. This is the third one. He's had 3 concussions in 1 year under Mike McDaniels, and Mike McDaniels continued to play him. and 3 concussions, brutal concussions. Why are you putting this guy at risk? Okay, the way they handled Tua was extremely disgusting. It was pathetic, and I think Mike McDaniels, I think he should have been fired. I mean, we're seeing this guy right here. We go through. You look at the coaching, the multiple coaching, the multiple head coaches that they've had, the underwhelming performance the team has had as a whole in its existence, outside of what Don Shula in like the 70s. Outside of that, this organization has been pathetic. But the way they handle Tua during these concussions, and I want to get into why concussions are extremely, it's I'm gonna call them CTE Tua. Period. I'm gonna call him CTE Tua because at this point I know he has to have CTE or some form of it, or some form of it. He has to have it. The way that they handled Tua, it was horrible. I mean, it was all kind of backlash regarding the Dolphins and how they handled the situation. And it's understandable because the Miami Dolphins is just a poorly ran organization. The organization, I mean, I don't like this team. Okay, I don't like this team. And when you look at how they handled the whole Tua situation, disgusting. It was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, we can look at him again. Here's his first concussion there. Landed hard. Look at him. He's falling to the. I mean, he can barely stand. He's not even stable. That's his first concussion right here. Okay, that's his first one. Look, wobbly. Here's his second one. I mean, look at the hand gestures. I mean, he's really out of it. And mind you, this is all in 1 year. Bro, this is hard to watch. This is hard to look at. Okay, this is hard to look at, bro. Period. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And last but not least, here's the third. Look, he was even carted off. This is his second concussion, right? He was carted off. He should be done for the whole entire season. No, not the Miami Dolphins. Not the poorly ran Miami Dolphins. Not the poorly ran Miami Dolphins. Hear what these guys decide to do. Another game he started, and that was if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was another concussion. Look at how he hits his head. Right? Look at how he hits his head. Another concussion. That was his third one. Why is this dude, honestly, why is he still playing? They played this guy 3 times in a season. Disgusting. Disgusting. But when I bring it to the forefront, I'm the bad guy, right? No, 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 no. This is what the Dolphins did this to him. And now he's having an amazing season, and he's playing really well. But bro, he already had CTE. After those kind of blunt, where for those who actually don't know what CTE is, we can get into that. Okay, CTE Tua. CTE Tua. I know he has it. If you take a look at those hits, I know he has it. Period. I know he has CTE. I know he has it. So for those who may not know what CTE is, I have a video that I want you guys to watch. It's 2 minutes. Okay, we're gonna get into what this video actually is. It's or what CTE actually is. Whoa, wait. I gotta pause this and get into some comments real quick. Wait a second. I gotta get into the comments real quick. Myram says, I know dog. Oh, let me just see. Um, okay, bro. Say, what is the point you trying to prove? What is the point that I'm trying to prove? Bro, just be quiet and listen to the fucking stream, bro. Or listen to the stream, bro. Period. Or just get out, my nigga. That's all it is. Just listen to the stream, bro. All right, just listen to the stream and shut up, bro. You just be quiet and watch the stream. If you don't like it, get out. Period. Just wait a second. Hold on. Let me see. All right, I'll tell you. I'll let you know exactly what I'm getting at. You say, bro, what is your point? What are the points you're trying to prove? I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Just to ban you, nigga. Get out the stream, bro. Get out the stream, goofy. Just follow along and be quiet. What the hell? Or just leave. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So here, this guy has a life. He may possibly very well, based off of what I showed you guys with these blunt trauma injuries. This dude can very well have CTE. And this is a serious injury amongst NFL players, and it's lifelong. It can't be detected. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Encephalopathy. So it's a degenerate brain. This dude has had 3 concussions since he's been in the NFL in 1 year. And they continue to let this dude play in the NFL. Bro, he's had 3 concussions. Look at the first one. First concussion right here. Look at him wobbling. Why would you play him? After that, like, come on, man. Look, this is absolutely. But this is. I'm playing this to let you guys know that not only is Miami Dolphins a poorly ran organization, I'm also shedding light into the fact of how they treated their star player. right? This is sad. Look at dude. He could noodle leg, noodle leg. He could barely get. He could barely walk. And look at this one. Look. What are you throwing up, bro? Throwing up. Come on, man. Look at this. He throwing up gang signs. Bro. He's throwing up gang signs. That was his second concussion. If you mean to tell me this dude don't have CTE after these hits, who allows this to happen? And here's the third one. There's no telling. Look, he's being carted off. He's being carted off. And here's the third one right here. Look at the third one. Right, boom, hit his head again. There's no telling how many injuries this guy. There's no many. Okay, he had 3 in 1 year. There's no telling how many injuries, how many concussions he's may have had. In the NFL, to even not even a team. Not only is the team at fault, not only is the team at fault because they're a poorly ran organization, but it's also the NFL for not stepping up and saying, "Hey, what's going on here?" Did him bad. All right, now I can look. If we can also we can look at his injuries throughout his career. He's had multiple injuries. He's had multiple injuries dating back from college. He has an 84% chance of injury. He has an 84% chance of injury. So when we're playing a guy like Tua, you have to understand that this is a guy, he's injury prone, number one. Number two, he has an 84% chance of being injured. And number three, the Miami Dolphins, the whole coaching staff should be fired, the medical staff, everybody should be fired for the way they handled that whole situation last year. They handled that entire situation poorly, period. They handled that entire situation like it was the whole world witnessed that this guy, the extent of his trauma was extremely severe, and they brought him back out. And that's but they received backlash. Don't get me wrong. I never spoke on it until now because we play him last. We will play him tomorrow. Okay, the dude has CTE. He has CTE. He has to have CTE. And for a guy like that, I don't even think he should be in the NFL. Because one wrong hit, dude, he's already forever damaged. Based off of those 3 hits alone. I mean, what? If you argue with me, you're arguing with facts. I'm bringing up facts. Now, even after a head injury that's so severe that you have to be carted off, to put him in a game again that same season, that same year, is wild. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But he played again and it was another one. He has to have CTE. There's no way around it. The dude has CTE at this point. Okay. Now, absolutely pathetic. I'm gonna get off. Look, my whole thing, right? I never spoke on this, but the way that they did Tua, the way that the Miami Dolphins handled the Tua head injuries was absolutely sad, pathetic, and I think as an organization, they need to fire their entire medical staff. This guy sustained 2 vicious head injuries. Three, three. There's no telling how many, honestly. And they kept putting him in the game. They kept starting him. Bro, you come on, man. You know the NFL, when it comes to concussions, they were sued for, I mean, I want to say multiple millions of dollars because of healthcare for the players that retired and brain injury sustained. So the NFL they've been real heavy on player safety. So right now in this day and age, to see something happen like this in the NFL, and I know it's a sensitive topic, but it's disgusting. That's how poor of an this team is. I mean, the organization is just pathetic. You look at their win percentage, the amount of coaches that they've had. I mean, they haven't won. I don't even know if they ever won a championship or the last time they won a championship or actually been relevant. But they're 5-1 right now, and I think they're frauds. And I know Tua has to have CTE. He has to have CTE. There has to be something wrong with him mentally, with his brain function and his brain capabilities. Because again, we've established what CTE is. It degenerates your brain. Your brain stops functioning, and you cannot detect it until you're no longer here, and they can actually do studies. But that's extreme. Come on, it's extremely severe. I'm pretty sure it's quite rare. It's only in athletes that have a lot of blunt force trauma injuries to their head, like boxers and any type of impact sport. Tua shouldn't even be in the NFL. He's having a great year right now, but I mean, he has an 84% chance of injury, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, that's unfair. He shouldn't be in the NFL. He should not be in the NFL. I'm scared if someone hits him, he's not going to get up. At some point, somebody has to step in and intervene and say, hey, dude, no, that's over. It's over with. It's over with. So yeah, CTE Tua, it may sound a bit insensitive, but it is what it is. I know for a fact he has CTE. Okay, I know for a fact he has CTE. It's very serious. And the fact that just because he's having an amazing year, no one is bringing up the fact that, hey, this dude is going to, I mean, look, injury history. You know what? Let's look at the injury history, right, of this guy. I'm scared for anybody to even touch him. You look at stuff like back. This is all of these are from non-NFL. Okay, he suffered a injury to his left throwing hand. And then he underwent surgery. He's also suffered from a dislocated right hip. If you don't got a hip, you can't do anything in life, let alone play football. He underwent surgery, but a hip, uh, bro, you sustain a hip, and there's people that's like of age, they sustain a hip injury, they may DIE, like, bro, it's really serious. But he sustained a serious hip injury and still, bro, like, whoa, actually made it to the NFL, right? So, another non-football injury. He tweaked his knee after sliding on a play. He was available the next game, so it wasn't as severe as a hip. Okay, but you also have a quad injury. He was available the next game. Okay, okay, and remember the ankle. Jalen Hurts came in and won the game. He sustained an injury in the SEC championship game against Georgia with Jordan Davis and them boys, who's their teammates now. But he had to undergo surgery on an ankle, and this all before the NFL. And when he gets to the NFL, he injures his right ankle during no, this is a way against injured right, Alabama's win over Tennessee. This is before the NFL again, where he injured his ankle again, another ankle injury. So these are all severe injuries. You look at, and then when he gets to the NFL in 2020, he missed week 12 because of a thumb. Then he injured in practice. Then he suffered fractured ribs during a week 2 game against the Bills. He was placed on IR and missed 3 games. So he has ribs, hips, injuries to his shoulder, throwing thing. Like, bro, man, it's almost over for him, bro. For real. It's almost over for him. Okay, you look at November 3rd, 2021. It was something else to his throwing hand, another finger. In 2022, he was stretched off and won a week 4 loss. You seen it. I've showed it. He was throwing up gang signs. I mean, like, bro, he was like, come on, man. This is alarming. And I shed light to it. I'm the bad guy. I shed light to it. I'm the bad guy. He has a plethora of injuries, and they're severe. Well, his chances of him being injured again is at a staggering 84% in 2023. Come on, man. It's scary. It's scary. Just get him out of the league, bro. And then he injured. He had a grade 3 concussion. Okay. Now after the first one, when he was carted off, he had come on, man. What in the heck? What is this? What is this? It went from a grade 1. So the grade 1 was when he was throwing up gang signs and couldn't get off the field. They had to stretch my man off the field. And from there, he missed another game late in the season due to what? A cranial concussion. Bro, he had CTE. He had CTE at this point. I feel like the NFL, they should somebody needs to be investigated. Somebody needs to be investigated. This is wild. Let's just look at the chart of his. Come on, bro. There's injuries all over the place throughout his career. You're hold on, whoa. Bro, you here to break down the Eagles versus Dolphins? All right, hold on, let me see. Bro, all right, hold on, let me see. Somebody says, like this dude, Guy Robinson, you're dead wrong for this take. I'm bringing up facts. What you mean? You arguing with facts? You say you're dead wrong for this take, bro. You're literally hoping for the worst on that man. How? Oh, I'm doing research on him. Man, send his ass to the loser lounge. What are you? Come on, man. What are you talking about, bro? Send your ass to the loser lounge. Go talk to God. Bro, you here to break down the Eagles versus Dolphins. You're not a doctor going over this man injury report. All right, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Send your ass to the loser lounge. Go talk to God, nigga. Go talk to God. Let me just. I just want to see real quick. Let me see who's saying some lame ass. Who? All right, that's cool. All right, let me just send some of them to the loser lounge real quick. All right, so this is an indictment on who? The Miami Dolphins. So of course you got Miami Dolphins fans, right? They want to paint a narrative as if I'm making fun of this guy, whatever the case may be. No, I'm shedding light on the seriousness of what's going on with this guy. Just look at his breakdown of his injuries. Yes, CTE Tua may be a little insensitive, but cool, good. Hopefully now we can understand the severity of what's going on with this guy. He's one hit away from it being over with, man. Like seriously, I don't think he should be in the NFL. So they're mad at me because I'm going over what I researched and seen. Fine, whatever, man, whatever, bro. That's just haters or whatever the case may be. It is what it is. All right. But if you're breaking down a team, if you're going over a team statistically or whatever the case may be, I've never covered the Miami Dolphins. I've only seen things from afar. So now that we play them tomorrow, of course I'm going to do my research, and this is what I found. This is what I'm seeing. He definitely has CTE. He definitely has CTE. I really wish that I wouldn't even want to see. Here's the thing: I don't think he should be in the NFL because we have a great pass rush, we have a great defense as far as getting to the quarterback. So how do you go about attacking a guy? If you're playing defense, how do you go about attacking a guy without hurting him? You're trying to make a play. But you know this guy is like, man, his injuries look like life threatening, bro. How do you like? What do you do against that? If I'm playing Tua in the Dolphins and if I'm a pass rusher, what do I do? I know, like, man, I can hit him the wrong way, he can be out, right? So, I mean, how do you go about keeping your integrity, but also wanting to win a football game? I don't think this guy should be in the NFL. And again, bro, this is not opinionated. This is facts that I'm giving you guys. So if you're arguing with facts, if you're arguing with stats, you're arguing with facts. You can't argue with me because you're arguing with facts that I'm presenting to you. I'm presenting facts. This is no opinion. I'm showing you guys the rate in which he gets injured, okay, which is 84. He's had some life-threatening, life-altering injuries. This is his chart. It says 2 right here, but there's 3. All right, there's more. There's multiple injuries that this guy has sustained. There's multiple injuries that this guy has sustained throughout his career, dating back to college. To college. Okay. And again, when there's some stats that show that these kind of injuries affect his performance. If he gets hit, if he gets sacked, he's going to tap out. I would too. I've been knocked out of multiple games. I have 3, 4, who knows how many blunt force injuries to my brain, bro. That's degenerating and it's disintegrating my brain. This injury that I may have had, which I mean, there you can't. I mean, there's you can't detect it. Um, so you don't actually know for sure if he has it. But from what I've shown, dude, it looks horrible. 3 in one season? Come on, man. You have 3 brain injuries. That's indicative of the coaching staff, okay? That's indicative of the coaching staff. It's a direct correlation to the coaching staff. It has nothing to do with me because I'm calling it out. Because I'm trying to figure out are we playing the Dolphins? Let's take a look into the team. So now I'm being hated for bringing up what I've seen, right? This ain't I didn't do any of this. I'm not Mike McDaniels putting this guy out there to potentially affect his livelihood moving forward. Look at Muhammad Ali, CTE. He couldn't do anything after boxing. This is serious. He shouldn't be in the NFL. He has an 80. Come on, man. For real, why some 84% chance of injury? What is this? What is this, man? He definitely has CTE. Even if you can't, here's the thing with CTE, you can't, you don't know if he has it or not because you can't actually test for it until you're no longer here on Earth. But I'm gonna pull him up one more time, bro, and you let me know. Does this look like CTE? First one, look at him falling. You leg barely can come on. Here's the second one. Come on, man. That's like wild. Here's the second one. Okay. Here's the second one. I hate to say it. Look, bro, he shouldn't be in the NFL. He's throwing up crip. Bro, he's game. Come on. Start it off. Even if you look at DeMar Hamlin, they have a DeMar Hamlin in the NFL right now to this day. DeMar Hamlin passed away in a live game, and they have him playing. Bro, this is brutal. This is wild. Okay, this is wild. Seriously. Okay. Now there's no telling how many he may endure, but all right, they don't have this one listed. There's a third one. Look. So this all on the Dolphins. This not me. Don't get mad at me, Dolphins fans. Y'all bogus. Y'all bogus, bro. And I know y'all haven't won in a long time. Y'all don't win. You don't win anything. So when you get a good team, a good organization, or a good player, okay, you want to put him in jeopardy and feel like he should play. But bro, this ain't it. Period. This ain't it. He should not be in the NFL. Tua should not be in the NFL. Okay. Come on, man. I want us to win the game, and I know we have to get pressure on them. But golly, this is a contact sport. I'm scared for this dude. He should not be playing. Okay. But Jalen Hurts is a far better. Jalen Hurts is a far better quarterback. Okay, Jalen Hurts is a far better quarterback, in my opinion. We're gonna compare the two stats between the two guys. Um, in a second, we're gonna compare their stats. We're gonna compare their stats, and we're gonna look at who's been having a better career and performance thus far. All right, so just give me a second. Mic check 1, 2. All right, so let's look at some stats, right? With Jalen Hurts and Tua. I think Jalen Hurts is far better. I think Jalen Hurts is a far better quarterback than Tua. But let's look at some stats real quick, because stats don't lie. All right, stats don't lie. If you guys go to my community tab, you can see everything from my community tab that I'm pulling up for you. But this is just their stats for since 2022. So this is from last year and now. Okay, so this is the most recent stats. All right, I guess we can go off that for now and dive a little bit deeper into it. But if you look at Tua versus Jalen, we look at Tua versus Jalen. Win-loss record. As a quarterback, that's all that matters. 19-2. Jalen Hurts won playoff games, won Super Bowl. Well, he's going to win a Super Bowl, but he's won playoff games and been to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts. Tua is only 13-6. He's only 13-6. And he's lost more games. Completion percentage is it's pretty much identical, right? Tua, he has it's almost identical. Jalen Hurts, but also Jalen Hurts run the ball as well. Okay, so you look at passing to touchdown interceptions, 29 passing yards. Passing touchdowns. Sorry, 29 passing touchdowns to Tua's 39 passing touchdowns. Same amount of interceptions, but total touchdowns, Jalen Hurts has them. Okay, so Jalen Hurts is winning more and he's scoring more. The completion percentage and passing yards is about identical. Okay, so based off a year and a half of football, not even a half, based off last year and leading up to now, you got to give the head. You got to give it to Jalen Hurts, because again, we haven't even talked about the dynamic that he has running the ball. We haven't even looked at those stats. But from a completion percentage and passing yards to passing touchdown, they're all on par. It's all pretty much, kind of neck and neck, this percentage wise. They both are throwing 66% completion percent. They both have a 66. Jalen Hurts is just as accurate as Tua in the last year and a half. But if you look at the rushing stats, I think that's what really takes this. It goes in Jalen Hurts' favor, and he's durable. Tua is not. So I'm definitely picking Jalen. I think Jalen is the better quarterback, and Jalen Hurts doesn't have CTE. Okay, he doesn't have CTE, and nobody's afraid of the Dolphins. Nobody's afraid of the Dolphins. I'm not afraid of the Dolphins. I understand the Dolphins score. They score points, but if you look at I'm not even going to look at the strength of schedule. If they played anybody or not. I hate that argument. They're all in the NFL, so I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to do that. Okay, but you look at 316 yards per game. They're first. Okay, they're first. So they probably have the number one offense in the NFL. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. They have a lot of weapons. They have elite receiver, one of the best receivers in the NFL. It's the yards. They're going to get their yards. They're going to move the ball. Points per game, they're also first. Okay, points per game, they're first. So they got a good offense. But if you get to Tua, the first game he lost, he was sacked 4 times. He hasn't there hasn't been any pressure on him. And with a guy like Tua having CTE, in my opinion, and having multiple blunt force injuries to the brain and having a degenerate brain, I know for a fact that when you hit him, get pressure on him, he's going to rattle, he's going to fold. I don't think this game is close. I don't think this game is going to be close. And here's why. I don't think this game is going to be close because Tua, if you get pressure on him, he's going to fold. Okay. He's had multiple brain injuries, severe brain injuries. The Philadelphia Eagles have a top 5 defensive line, maybe the best D line in the NFL, and they get pressure on a quarterback at a really high clip. Okay. Was historic last year in sacks. So, man, this can be a long day for Tua. And I know he knows that already. But look, I just wish he would just sit this game out because I don't wish any harm on anybody. But I don't want to see Tua we're going to get to him. There's no way we're not going to get to Tua. We're going to get to Tua. We're one of the best defensive teams. As far as getting pressure, we're going to get to him. And when you hit the quarterback, man, that's just a possibility. And I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see it. He should not be in the NFL. He shouldn't be playing right now, for real. He shouldn't be playing. One hit, you're out. Like, seriously, that's how one hit, boom. I mean, these hits are altering his life. I spoke to you guys about CTE. We know what CTE is. Come on, man. Come on. We looked at his injury history. I'm scared for the dude. I'm honestly scared for Tua. That's really what it boils down to. I'm scared for him, bro. I don't want to see him play in the NFL no more. I don't want to see any head. No, I don't want to see nothing happen to this dude, bro. And he's coming up. I mean, come on, man. You're on the road. You're coming to Philadelphia, and I mean that crowd. I know the crowd gonna be crazy. They gonna have the Kelly Greens on, bro. Come on, man. Like for real. Come on, bro. But hey, we'll see. That's how I feel. Jalen Hurts is obviously better than him, but nobody's afraid of the Dolphins. They're frauds. I think they're frauds. I honestly think they're frauds, and I think the Eagles blow them out. I said it. Period. I said it. I think the Philadelphia Eagles blow them out. I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to blow out this 5-1 team. They're going to expose them, and once they expose them, I feel like after this Philadelphia Eagles game, the Dolphins is going to be over with for their entire season. I feel like this loss to the Philadelphia Eagles is going to be so damaging to where they're not going to ever be able to come back and sustain or even be able to come back from such an embarrassment. I think we blow them out. I'd say 35. I think we put up 35 points. Obviously, they're going to score. They're going to move the ball. I don't know about scoring. I know we have injuries in the secondary and things like that, whatever. But I don't think this game is going to be close. The score may, make it seem like the game may be close, but I think it's over. I think this game is going to get out of hand fast. I think so. I think so. It is what it is. I really do. Okay. They haven't been pressured. They haven't been pressured. He has the lowest pressure rate leading up to now. Now you're finna see what pressure feel like, Tua. He's about to see what pressure is. He's about to feel pressure finally. How do you perform under pressure, Tua? How do you perform under pressure? I'm calling blowout. Okay, the only time the Dolphins lost, Tua was sacked 4 times. You get pressure on Tua, a guy that's been hit multiple times, that, in my opinion, clearly has CTE. He's going to feel that pressure. He's going to clock out. He's going to clock out. He's not going to be into it, man. Come on, man. He shouldn't. I don't think he should be in the NFL. He sustained too many blunt force injuries. Dolphins need to be investigated. The Philadelphia Eagles have 20 sacks right now. We're fifth in sacks, second in quarterback hits. Okay, let's talk about that. We're fifth in sacks, second in quarterback hits. If anybody know how good the offensive line is for the Dolphins, I'm pretty sure they're not good. They're not as good as our D line. So come on, man. At least protect the guy. At least give him an elite offensive line. They don't even have that. Okay. We're fifth in sacks. He's going to get hit. 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 '20th in sacks. Here it is up here. 20th in sacks. Second in quarterback hits. So come on, man. We know we're going to hit him. And we're not. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's going to be a long day for that kid. It is what it is. I'm going to get into the comments. I think we blow out the Dolphins. I think we blow out the Dolphins. I think we get them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not worried about them. I mean, look at how many. I mean, a lot. Look, they at 105.9 rate allowed to wide receivers. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. We're gonna be able to move the ball against them. They get the most hits. They get the most hits. They sack the quarterback as well. A little bit better than us. So we're gonna have to run the ball, and we can't go out there just throwing the ball because they're gonna get to us. Okay. So I'll give them some credit there. But if the game plan is good, let me just say this real quick. All right. If the game plan, just real quick, I'm gonna touch on Brian Johnson. He's our offensive coordinator, right? Because I have to throw him in this. Unfortunately, I'm tired of talking about him. If the game plan, okay, if the game plan is not up to par, we lose. Okay, if the game plan isn't um if it isn't conducive to winning, we're gonna lose. And what I mean by that, you have to do what wins games. Okay, you got to keep the defense. Got to keep the defense guessing. If they know you're going to pass the ball, they're going to, they know you're going to throw the ball. They're going to pin their ears back and they're going to attack. Okay, with that, with their, getting pressure. They're really solid at getting pressure. So you have to run the ball. Play action. Just mix everything up so they don't know what you're doing. As long as the game plan is smart, I feel like I'm not concerned about this game at all. At all. Not concerned about it. But it's gonna be Brian Johnson. Okay. Now I'm gonna get into the comments. Okay. I'm gonna get into the comments. Uh I will ban you. I don't care. I don't even care. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care. I will ban you. Period. I will ban you. Simple. You say something stupid, something goofy, I will ban you. But I'll read. I'll get into some comments. I'll get into some comments here. And I've already had the luxury of banning a couple people who are like, "Oh, you want someone injured?" Or "Come on, man, eat it, man. Come on, man, eat a D, bro, for real." I ain't trying to hit that, man. I ain't trying to hit that. Who would want somebody injured? Come on, bro. That's weird to even insinuate that on anybody. You know what I mean? So any type of that, I'm just gonna ban you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna ban you. So we're gonna get into the comments. We're gonna get into the comments. Okay, just give me a minute. And I will say this: I like Tua. I like Tua as a player. I think he's really accurate. You don't see a lot of left-hand quarterbacks. I'm left-handed, so it's always good to see a left-handed quarterback. But nothing really personal with with any of this. But I would say if I'm speaking personally, I like Tua. He's left-handed. That's crazy to look at a left-handed. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna get into some comments. I'm gonna get into the comments, man. Okay. Let's get into these comments. I know they're finna be wild. Okay. Uh like the stream if you're not a hater. Well, if you a hater, hit the dislike button. Whatever, just hit one. Like it, dislike it, whatever. What's up, Myron? What's the word? He says, I know Dolphins lost to the Bills badly, but the way we playing, I can't call them frauds yet. I'm calling them frauds. I'm calling them frauds. It's early. Anybody can be frauds. Anybody can be frauds. So you don't know right now, but I think teams starting to get exposed as the season progressed, and I think a lot of teams are going to start being exposed right now. And I feel like we just more physical. I feel like we're going to expose them, bro. I feel like we're going to expose them. I feel like we're going to get them and going to get them good, bro. Hit me out. You'll see. Moose, what's the word? He says, yo, uh, okay, Philly first says clown. That has to do with Sunday. Ridiculous argument. What are you talking about, bro? Send him to the loser lounge. Send his mom to the loser lounge. Send his dad, his grandma, his great 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 grandma. Listen, flip him over. Put a little salt. Put a little pepper on him. His ass is cooked, man. I'm not trying to hit that game. What you mean, bro? I'm not trying to hit that. I'm not trying to hit that, bro. I'm not trying to hit that. We fraud? Who frauds? What you talking about? What are you getting at? Well, it's early in the stream. Hopefully you know now. Okay. Where are you getting at? Hopefully you know now. The stream is over. I mean, I'm getting to the comments, so hopefully you know now. But dang, bro, you gotta come on, bro. You gotta get your spelling right too, man. Champ says, yeah, okay. He said left emojis. They have a no. They have a whole new team and system. Who has a whole new team and system? It's the same team. It's the same system. You talking about the Dolphins? The Dolphins have. Come on, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Organizations don't matter for this game, though. How doesn't an organization matter? You said an organization doesn't matter. That's who run the team. The organization runs the football team. It all matters. It all matters. You don't blindly go into a game looking at, hey, let's just look at this game or what. No, you have to dive deeper in order to understand all of the ins and out of a football game. Okay, so if you say the organization doesn't matter, they make all the calls. I mean, they run everything. So to say the organizations don't matter when you have billionaires that run the organization that control the NFL and everything else. Come on, bro. That don't make no sense. Come on, bro. Wilbur says it's Eagles fans. Like, but I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what you. I don't even understand what that's supposed to mean. It's Eagle fans like you that make the NFL hate the Eagles fans. How? How? I'm breaking down a game. I'm looking at the quarterback, which is the best player on the team, looking at his injury history, seeing that it's really alarming, and feel like we can win because of his injury history and the fact that he has a brain trauma. I mean, okay, I guess, bro. That sounds really far fetched. Is the Eagles winning this game? Of course, it's a blowout. These clips, wow. I mean, this is from the clips are from NFL games from last year. So yeah, if the clips are wild, it is what it is. This is what happened, last year. 3 times he's been injured. I mean, I don't know. Bro, what is the point you're trying to prove? Hopefully you know now the stream is over. But sometimes you gotta be quiet and listen, right? I mean, it's all facts, everything I brought up, so it is what it is. Tua seems to be doing okay health wise. If he want to play, don't be mad at him. The team messed up. All right, this is like probably the most reasonable comment that I can see. Right, Tua seems to be doing okay health wise. For now, he hasn't played a team that applies as much pressure as we do, and it's still early in the season. Okay, if you look at last year, his injuries, anybody would be concerned. Um, if he want to play, don't be mad at him. I mean, I'm not mad at him. I just think it's concerning. I mean, why would I be mad at Tua? I mean, if he plays, he plays. I'm not mad at him for playing. The team messed up. The team messed up last year, but he's the one keeps wanting to play. The player don't decide that anymore. It's not about him. He doesn't get to decide if he plays. He don't say, "Yeah, I got knocked upside my head multiple times and I could barely function. Let's play." No, the NFL comes in, and if you have a concussion, you're not playing the next game. Period. If you have a concussion, if you endure one concussion, you're automatically out the next game. So it's not on him. It's not just him making a call and say, "Hey, I'm going to play in that stat." No, you're wrong. Period. Uh, CTE Tua is ridiculous. I think he has CTE. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think he has CTE. I think he has CTE. You look at it. You look at the hits that he's taken. It looks like it. So I think he has CTE, man. Like seriously. Oh man, I don't think I really don't want him. I don't think he should be in the NFL. Wow, that's sad. What's sad? Some of the hits that you're saying, yeah, it is. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, when I'm growing up watching football, you kind of seen those kind of things all the time. So I don't know, man. It's like honestly, everybody's so sensitive now. It's like you have to understand that when you're showing, or even when you're bringing up topics about injuries. If you bring up an injury, everybody's going to just say, "Hey, oh, you want a player injured? You're a bad person." Like, what the hell? Injuries are part of football. It's part of the NFL. So when I shed light on them, especially some as a controversy, is such as especially with players that are extremely controversial as far as having a history with injuries. Okay, I can understand that. Towards a bit controversial, but at the same time, I don't feel like I should be attacked for shedding light on the fact that this dude mentally, I'm concerned about him, right? So it is what it is. If his concussions continue, he's going to have life-threatening CTE. After having 3 in 1 year, I think it's already look, here's the thing with CTE. I mean, I've shown you guys the definition of it. You have the definition of CTE. You have his percent, his injury rate is 84. You know the definition, and you also it's a whole breakdown of it in less than 2 minutes. So all of this is known right before I even got into my entire right live stream. It's just you got to take time to actually listen. So if you just come here, hey, what is this husband? Or whatever. If you're not listening to the entire, if you're not listening to the live stream, if you come in here and watch a minute and base your whole opinion off what you've seen for 1 minute of an hour, however long live stream, then of course I can, you know what I mean? I can understand why there's a lot of, but you have to sit down and be quiet, shut your mouth, and listen. Okay, so I brought up the CTE, his prior injuries. I brought up the fact that when he's pressured, I mean, the game that they lost, he was pressured. He was sacked 4 times. He was hit 4 times for sure. Maybe more pressures, maybe more hits. But when you get to a guy that has that may possibly very well have CTE, and suffered so many concussions, scary concussions. When you take that into account, I feel strongly about this win, okay? When you look at a team like the Philadelphia Eagles have the best, one of the top 5 pass rush in the NFL. So when you have a team like that that's going to get pressure and hits on a guy that has a history of fatal brain injuries, you know, or really severe brain injuries. And with CTE and some of the degenerative brain dysfunctions and malfunctions of your brain from having this and the history you have of it and the history of the NFL, bro, you can kind of get a broader perspective of why I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game. But if you don't sit down, watch the whole stream, and let me explain why. I mean, there's no, you know, it is what it is. But if his concussions continue, I think it's already over, man. He's playing lights out. He's having a great year. But I just feel like, and I've also brought up his percent rate of him being injured. It's more than likely he's going to be injured. 84% chance. So I'm going off numbers. I'm going off statistics to base my opinion. So I mean, if you feel some type of way again, you know, way with how I interpret the game or how I feel, I'm strictly going off numbers that I'm seeing. So you'll have a discrepancy with the numbers and the stats. I'm basing everything how I feel off you know what I'm seeing from numbers. When he gets pressured, he loses games, and I understand why with his history of injuries. You know, all right, explain how is it out of pocket? What am I doing that's so controversial right now? Besides giving my opinion, that's crazy. I'm not wishing any ill will or hurt on anybody. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is it? Currently, Tua is a better quarterback. I beg to differ. Jalen Hurts has the better win percentage. Jalen Hurts is more durable. Jalen Hurts been in more games. Jalen Hurts is more versatile. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He scored more touchdowns. He's won more games. He's won more playoff games. He's been in more bigger games. I mean, you can't say that definitively when you got a guy who misses multiple games due to injury. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Nah, it's not going to be a blowout. How? Well, if you've been here for the whole stream, I explain to you how I feel. I feel like we can get pressure on a guy that gets rattled for having he has multiple blunt force injuries to his brain. We have the best defensive line, the best team as far as getting pressures and hits on a quarterback. I think we're going to get pressure on him. We're going to rattle him, and we're going to get to him early. And I think he's going to be over with, man. With a guy like that with so many injuries to your brain from hits, that gets to you psychologically. So that's why I think it's going to be a blowout. We got to make up for last week. We coming in strong Sunday. Exactly, bro. We got robbed last year. They ain't stopping us this year. We want it. Man, look, I think it's already a game. I think it's over with. What's up, Eric? What's the word, bro? This is really sad. You block people for calling you out. You're over here talking about CTE Tua. Yes, I believe Tua has CTE. Okay. Okay. You say, look, what the fuck? What is God? I ought to be ashamed of myself. Ask God for forgiveness for calling for. I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's what the internet is right now. What's really sad? Okay, all right. Why am I being called out for my opinion? Okay, maybe it's a bit controversial. What have I said that is controversial? CTE Tua? Yes, I believe he has CTE. I pointed out why I believe he has CTE. I also pointed out why that may potentially affect him in this game and why I pick us to beat them. I mean, what have I? Well, I don't get it, bro. I don't understand. I don't understand. Football got soft, brother. Facts. There we go. And I see it now. I just started doing content, but I see it. I'm like, bro, what am I? Football got soft, bro. These kids nowadays don't know about the goats we have, and now they're B-Dogs. We play a different type of ball. I mean, but even then, I understand where the NFL is as far as player safety. So I brought up CT and everything else, and bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just this. Look, here's my channel was like full of people that really don't like the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, so that's really what it boils down to, bro. That's all it boils down to. This is like a channel for everybody that really hates the Philadelphia Eagles, honest to God, bro. I promise you. So it's just a bunch of different fans that we play. They come on here and it's like a battlefield, just like beef, bro. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's in the middle of it is like the hate for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. I understand it. Another angry black and what the heck? What the? All right, you going to the loser lounge after that? You definitely going to the loser lounge. That was definitely a troll account. What the heck? Comments be wild, bro. Bro, be honest. You're going to trigger people with CTE Tua thing. That's part of it, though, right? That's part of it. Okay, that's part of it. It's a trigger mechanism to kind of like bring in an audience to right. So I mean, it's not like I'm saying what a CTE Tua. I feel like he has CTE. That's my opinion. Right? That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I can have regardless if I'm a fan or not, regardless if I'm a neurologist or a doctor, I can go off what listen, bro, I can go off what CTE is. I can look up information on it and I can give my opinion. Period. I can do that. I don't like what I can do that. I can look up CTE, look up some stats and data, do my own independent research. And no one can stop me from that. Why? What's the point in that? What's the problem with that? Okay, I can do that, bro. That's freedom of speech, freedom of information. I mean, come on, man. I can't speak I can't do that. We've already looked up what CTE is, his injury, the chance of him being injured, informative 2-minute video. All right. And we also have video of his 3 injuries of his head. Like, bro, come on, man, what are we saying? Right? So it's not like first one. Okay, that's number one. Here's number two. Stretcher. He's throwing up gang signs, bro. Look, this is hard. This is disheartening. I think he has CTE based off the video footage that I have, based off the information regarding his injury, his chance of injury, his injury history, based off what CTE is, and based off a very informative video that I've watched. I mean, I don't understand, bro. Why can't I give my opinion off some things that I'm doing research with everybody right now on? Come on, man. That's wild, bro. That's wild. If that's what the internet is right now, it's crazy. Why do people feel as though they should be able to stop freedom of speech? It's not like I'm saying anything hateful, demonstrative, derogatory, or anything. I'm doing research with everybody else. I'm doing research with everybody on this live stream to formulate an opinion. That's wild, bro. And I don't have to be a doctor to have an opinion. Do I need to be a doctor to have an opinion, bro? I'm not a neurologist. Of course I'm not. I'm not a doctor. That doesn't mean I can't do research. That doesn't mean it's not even really okay, wait, bro. Hold on. Because I actually like the fact that I like when it's unfair to put CTE name with Tua. I talked about that. CTE is a very sensitive topic. Yeah, we already discussed all of that, bro. I already discussed on how, and which is why I feel like he shouldn't be playing. So I don't even want him playing in the NFL. It's not like I mean, come on, bro. I don't understand it. I don't want him in the NFL because of this, because I know the serious nature of it. Exactly. East Coast said CTE is very sensitive. People literally have unalived themselves because of it and whatever to their family and hurt their families. And yes, which is why I don't want him playing. I don't want him in the NFL playing. I don't want him playing. He's what he's doing it. What the NFL is saying is that, hey, we preach player safety, but we're gonna let this guy play it. We're gonna let him again. This is a direct indictment on the Dolphins, not me. Not from a guy who create content or go live or make live streams based off what I'm seeing, right? What's actually out here for me to research and look up. You know what I'm saying? This is just something this is all the information that I've accumulated from the internet, bro. I'm doing research right now, figuring out, whoa, what the heck? And basing my opinion off, what I've researched. And I think the Philadelphia Eagles win this game because this dude, he when he's pressured or when he's hit, based off his history of having multiple blunt force trauma injuries, I think that kind of pressure or the possibility of him knowing I could be hurt, I feel like he's going to fold and not want to, it's going to affect him as a player. His long-term health is at risk. And I don't think he should be playing in the NFL. It's not even a joke or anything. I just put CTE Tua. I mean, I can't put my entire how I feel, or I can't put every word into a title. There's only you only get 100 spaces. You make content, so I can't really do that. So I of course got to abbreviate stuff and try to make everything fit, but also got to get a point across to where people can see it. And they can say, okay, I know what this is, keywords and all that kind of stuff. But you know how it is, man. The Eagles are going to eat tuna fish. I don't know what that means. It's not an educated opinion because you can't I'm not diagnosing anybody. And so you say it's not an educated opinion because you can't diagnose him. I'm not why would I die? I can't diagnose somebody if I'm not a doctor. Exactly. Analytics. That's all I'm going off analytics. And my research from the actual what CTE is. So how can I diagnose somebody if I'm not a doctor? Of course I'm not doing that. Bro, you want to hop on, bro? I can give you the link. You can come on. Whoever if you would like to give your opinion on this live stream, I can drop a link for you, and we can have a discussion. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like. Look, bro. So yes, it's your opinion, but it's not an educated one. He's not dead or whoa. Yes, it's your opinion, but it's not an educated one. Educated, bro, this is not something that you need a lot of education for. Okay, if you can't understand what CTE is, you don't need education to understand this, bro. Like, maybe you do, but I mean, come on, man. It's not that deep to where this is something that, I mean, all you have to do is do research, all right? Okay. Of course, okay, maybe I don't have actually, you don't know if I'm a doctor or what I am to even say, hey, you're not a neurologist, you don't know you don't know any of that. But to not understand what CTE is, I mean, anybody can understand that, bro. It don't take a doctor to know what CTE is. Right. You don't really need a doctor to know what CTE is, bro. It's not even that controversial, honestly. This is something that's been studied, and bro, there's a 2 minute, less than a 2 minute video about CTE. So I don't know what you mean by educated. You don't need much education, bro. It's simple. I mean, we've already, well, hold on. We already explained CTE and looked over it. And so, I mean, it's not like you need some kind of encrypted, like it's not that deep, bro. It's not like, it's pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty simple. You can go to Stat. That's the YouTube channel. He has 21.K6 subscribers. It's a 2 minute video that lets you know what the shit is, bro. You don't even need an education. You know what I'm saying? To go to a YouTube video and type CTE. From there, you see what the video about. Boom. You got the definition, and bro, that's all you really need. You don't need much. It's not about having an education, because it's not that difficult if you're educated, first off. But even if you don't have an education, bro, it's not that deep to where your opinion needs to be based off some kind of higher level of education, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do. The first thing they try to question is someone's education level, or how smart are you to talk about what you're talking about? Like, how smart are you to even question someone's intellect based off something that's so simple? This ain't even difficult to even. You don't need education to pretty much do research, bro. And we did that in the beginning of the stream. You probably wasn't here. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not even that deep, honestly, bro. It's like, it don't even seem controversial to me. It don't even seem touchy, bro. It don't even seem like a touchy, bro. This don't even seem like a touchy subject. This doesn't even like, come on, man. What is, like, bro, that's just wild. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's it. That I can't believe that's what, like, the internet has turned into. It's an opinion based off what? Facts and information that I laid out. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is just facts that I've brought up information to support a theory that I feel. So it's crazy, but again, my channel is like a lot of people that like not even what my channel is based on. Is more so, I think it's a lot of trolls, a lot of hateful people. So they try to kind of reel you into that, right? So they kind of like feed off your energy. So they try to like reel you into their world. But it's no more than, hey, I just think this guy, I think he's going to be rattled going up against a really good defense who get pressure on the quarterback. And him having a history of, one, not being good against teams that get pressure on him, and two, his injury background, which I think he shouldn't be even playing. How is that? That's not even controversial, honestly. It's not even touchy. Now, the whole CTE Tua, cool, whatever. That may be a little, all right, whatever, man. Whatever. It is what it is. I think Tua may have CTE, so I just put CTE Tua. Whatever. It is what it is, man. It ain't even, it don't even be that deep. Now he not, I rock with dude. I like, I like other people's opinions. So okay, the most. Nah, it ain't even like that. Nah, I could. Nah, I could deal with like backlash and shit. The most concussed QB of all time is Troy Aikman. It's documented. I'll have to look up research. I have to do my own independent research of that before I take your word on it, and I have to give my own opinion based off what I've researched independently. So I'm not saying I don't believe what you're saying, bro, which I believe you know your stuff, but I'll have to look into that myself. So I have to take what you're saying with a grain of salt, respectfully, until I do my own independent research. That's what I'll be share with everybody. But you say he's the most concussed of all time. He's a Hall of Famer and hasn't shown signs of CTE. So again, I had to stop you right there because that's not facts. I have to go on stream and pull up all this information and read it and see if that's facts. Okay. So, but let's say let's say what he's saying is true. He's saying the most concussed QB of all time is Troy Aikman. It's documented, right? He's a Hall of Famer and hasn't shown signs of CTE. I'm pretty sure it varies from person to person, and you can't really determine it until until you're not here. So regardless, you don't even know how it affected this man until he's no longer here. So I mean, but the fact that he's still alive. So we can't make a form. You can't really speak on that because you can't. We don't know if he has it or not. You have to actually like look into the brain and like it's different. It's different. It's different, bro. It's different. It's different because you don't know if they have it or not. But I have my opinion and feel like the dude has it. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like you said, do I feel the same way about Troy? I don't know because I don't know if he has if it's been documented that it's facts or what you're saying until I do my own independent research. But again, you can't even okay, you can have signs of it. You can have signs of it, but you're not going to know for sure until you're unalived, until you're not here anymore. And then they can actually do research on your brain. So we don't know if he can have it. He can have it. You won't be able to tell. How does you have does the He's cool, bro. He cool. Who's going to defend Tyreek and Waddle? I mean, Waddle's injury prone. Tyreek, he can get his. I mean, there's ways to scheme up and game plan to get wins, man. It's not okay. So let me put it like this: my cousin is a neurologist that works on brains and CTE. I talk to her all the time. What you're come on, bro. What I'm saying is not correct. What so now all of a sudden you should have led off with that. Hey, East Coast, you should have led off with my cousin's a neurologist that works on brains and CTE, which is probably rare. But again, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. If that was really factual, you should have led with that. The fact that you didn't lead with that seems a bit misleading. And it also feels like you're just trying to like challenge what I'm saying, which I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's just my opinion, bro. And I mean, what am I saying that's not correct? Did he can have CTE? He can have it. It could affect his performance in the NFL. Dolphins going to dog walk the Eagles secondary. East Coast gridiron, you a grown adult arguing about. No, he ain't. It's just it's a back and forth. That's all. We're just challenging each other's. It ain't that deep, man. It ain't really that deep. It's not really that deep. He recently worked on Vince. Yeah, but I think it's kind of capped though. I ain't gonna lie. But what are you saying that what am I wrong about? It's not fair to call him CTE Tua. It's not fair to insinuate a guy may have brain injuries based off of these hits. So, okay, let me know. So it's not fair to insinuate a guy may have brain injuries based off hits like this. All right, barely being able to stand. Uh, Second one, not being able to stand at all. Okay, clearly out of it. Clearly out of it. These are all within like a less than a 12-month span. These are all less than a year. Look, he's being carted off this one. And here's the third one. Okay, any neurologist or just anybody with a random, but just like with any common sense, that's logical, will feel as though, hey, there may be a possibility he may have it based off those hits, but I'm not for sure going to say he has it for certain. But that can very well be established that it can be a possibility based off of having three severe level concussions in less than a year. You know what I'm saying? Eagles middle linebacker, cornerback, and safeties are going to have a long day against Tyreek. You never know. I don't know that for sure. If we get to CTE Tua, a guy I feel like has CTE and brain trauma, I think he clocks out early, man. Honestly, it is what it is. Cap, he's lying so much. Dolphins and Cheetahs are going to run wild. You don't know that for sure. They've been stopped. You can game plan against people. I don't have to prove anything to you, but I have no reason to lie. And two, you want to go that far, I'll have her show you next week. Now it ain't that deep, bro, to be pulling up receipts. It ain't that serious. He said, you are not a doctor, bro. You don't need to be a doctor to look at to three traumatic blunt force injuries to the brain and come to a logical conclusion that a guy may have CTE. Uh okay. And never said you had to prove anything. Blah blah blah. Um, there are different people. He's talking about Troy Aikman and Tua. Yeah, they're two different people. Facts. Different genetics and strength, so you can't judge because they are different people. Not only because they are different, you can't judge it until they're unalive, and then you could actually go into their brain and do research on it. So even if you show no symptoms of it, you can still have it. I could have it. You wouldn't know until. X got facts though. Yeah, then it's not. It's really more of, if you arguing with me, you're arguing with like facts. I'm not just coming on here. I'm bringing up receipts, research. We're going over things together, and I'm formulating my opinion based off the information that I gathered. Was like less than not even an hour and a half it took to look at some stuff. Not even an hour. All right, let's pull this out. And then it's just simple. I mean, like, I don't know. It's weird. Sure, it could be on record with guarantee QB took way more hits. You don't know until they're not here for sure until you do X-rays. He could have CTE. Yeah, but it's not true that I never said it was true that he has it. I'm not saying that he has it. I'm saying I believe there's a possibility that he may have CTE based off of what? The three blunt force trauma incidents that we have documented on video. So I mean, bro, it's just I mean, it's just off what I've stuff that's on the internet, honestly. Where I mean, it's, of course, it's not conclusive because for number one, I'm not a doctor. Number two, I'm not going to do research on his brain and know for sure. Number three, you don't know until someone is unalived, meaning he's DEAD. You know, he's not here anymore. Then you could do research. But of course. So it's more of a honestly, it's more of a deeper dive than your average viewer can actually be able to experience unless they're actually here sitting down and having a discussion. Again, like I said, if you're gonna come in here for a minute or 2 minutes and feel like you're gonna know what the entire life was going on, no, it's deeper than that. So you have to sit down, take notes, get your notepad out on your phone, and we doing research over here, bro. Period. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, it's Super Bowl. Terry Bradshaw got knocked out. I remember I came back, so I have to. Don't remember none of it. And here's the thing with CTE, man. The NFL has been. That's something I should have. I mean, I actually can't pull up now. The CTE. We spoke on this earlier. The NFL, they've been sued from former players because of like their pensions and some of the injuries that happened after their careers. And the NFL, like, man, we're not getting sued by any more former players. Let's be more strict about players' health and CTE and things like that. So it's a deeper history into it. I didn't want to go too deep down that rabbit hole because, of course, you got people that come in here and just like, well, what are you talking about here? You want them out, or you're hateful, or you're an angry black man, or like, what? We just on here doing research. Like, that's crazy. It's hilarious though, a little bit. It's kind of funny. I know a lot of people cap, but I'd be glad to send you. Nah, bro, that's too much, man. Like I said, I have to do my own independent research. If you say you know somebody, bro, we could definitely continue this live stream and bring a doctor on. And I would love to be able to have a conversation with a doctor to where I can give my points across and get some more knowledge. Oh, that'd be great, bro. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to really go too deep. It ain't that serious. But if you can do that, I would love to. I could bring her on and we could actually talk about and the NFL player's health and who she's actually uh did exams and whatever on. And yeah, bro, that'd be dope. You said she did something with Vincent Jackson. We could talk about that. So hey, yeah, bro, trust me, if you can do that, not even send me her IG. If you can send me her IG, have her message me. Have her message me, and I can try to like see if we can set something up to get her on. If she ain't trying to come on a live stream, I don't want to talk to her. If she ain't trying to come on the live stream and support whatever, I mean, like when we could have a discussion about it. And if she ain't trying to do that, I don't really want to talk to her. But shit, if she is, that'd be cool. I would love to. Uh, this is a good discussion. I've been here. Oh, you've been here for the beginning. So yeah, but you already. I mean, I do my research. I'm not just coming on here blindly talking. That's why I tell a lot of people if you come to my live stream and you want to debate or argue with me, you're going to be debating with facts because I'm bringing up facts to support what I'm saying. If I don't have any facts to support what I'm saying, I'm not going to bring it up. Okay, or at least just common knowledge or common sense. Uh, you said Jua. All right, bro, hold on. Well, let me see. He said, whatever he said, I'm going to read it. I'm going to give him his time of fame. You're a clown for that CTE comment about absolute disgrace. Hey, send his ass to the loser lounge. Adios. Finito. Okay? You, your mom, your grandma, send him to the loser lounge. He's out of here. He's cooked. Flip him over, put a little salt, little peppery, maybe you like hot sauce, whatever. He's cooked. He's fried. Get him the fuck out of here, man. I say, but it's all love. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Um, it is what it is. I got through the comments. That's cool. So I can easily. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Hold on. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the stream. I feel like based off not only the fact that the Miami Dolphins have been a poorly ran organization for quite some time, and having multiple different, head coaches and not even being, not even winning over 50% of their games the last 20 years, not making the playoffs and I don't know how long, decades. So just from just a team that's just have been non-productive, I think they're poorly ran. I think the way that they did Tua was disgusting. This guy, based off his injury history, I'm quite sure I feel as though he has. There's a great possibility he may have CTE. Okay, I don't like how this whole thing was, how everything transpired with his health. You're looking at a hit to the head from the ground, being hit. You see one injury there, barely being able to walk. These three injuries are within a time span of 1 year. You see another one. He has to be carted off of the field. He's had multiple life-threatening, life-altering injuries. So I feel like this guy should not be in the NFL because of his health. I also feel like the NFL is doing him a disservice by allowing him to continue to play, after having an extensive history of dealing with players with CTE and lawsuits and just the whole everything that the NFL has worked for could possibly be in jeopardy because they're not treating their players with the proper health that they deserve or treating them with the proper respect as far as helping take care of these players. So when you see a guy like Tua have three extremely life-altering, brain-damaging injuries, it's concerning. And I think when he gets hit, when there's pressure on Tua, I don't think he's able to perform. I think if you hit him a couple times, I think he's going to fold just based off of his prior history of injuries, especially with blunt force trauma. CTE is serious. CTE is not a joke, but at the same time, I'm calling him CTE Tua because he has an 84% chance of injury. We understand what CTE is. We've done extensive research enough to know exactly what may cause it. And I think based off the video footage that is on the internet and the definition of CTE, I think Tua has CTE. So yes, CTE Tua. I think the guy has CTE. I'm concerned about his health, and I'm concerned about him playing the Philadelphia Eagles because we are a top 5 team when it comes to getting pressure on the quarterback. So yes, I'm calling out his health because I don't think he's properly prepared to face any defense that's going to hit him or get pressure on. I'm concerned about. I hope he has an amazing career. But you look, you're if we look at his history of injury, it's extensive. It's extensive. It's honestly a little bit alarming. Okay, it dating back to college. Multiple head injuries. I also think our quarterback is far better. This is why that's why I feel as though the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this football game. Because you got a guy that clearly has some kind of blunt force trauma. Clearly he's injury prone. Going up against a defense that hits the quarterback and likes to hit the quarterback. I'm going with Eagles. I think it's going to be a blowout because of that. And because of that, I don't think we're afraid of them. Nobody's afraid of them. If anything, they should be afraid of us. Okay? I respond to the comments. That's pretty much if I can wrap this up within less than 5 minutes, there it is for you. For the people who just coming in, no, CTE is not a joke. Okay, but I'll call him CTE Tua because I think he has CTE, period. So I'll call him CTE Tua. And when he comes into the link with all that Kelly Green everywhere and hearing that crowd and that pressure, he's gonna fold. Okay. I'm concerned about his long-term health. I don't want him in the NFL. I'm scared to actually come on. We have guys passing away on the field. You look at DeMar Hamlin. You look at like this. I mean, looking at it now, right? Because everything's everything's so heightened as far as just seeing things on the internet. Your senses are kind of heightened, and everybody has an opinion, and it looks kind of scary to see in real life. So yes, this is really harmful I think for anybody to see something as demonstrative, not even demonstrative, more something as serious as some of these hits that this guy's been taking. So, I mean, I've seen it before. I'm fine with it. I'm old school when there wasn't really rules to protect players, but I understand it and I encourage it, and I'm cool with it. But at the same time, that doesn't make me a bad person for acknowledging it, for saying, hey, I think his prior head injuries is going to affect him at his job, especially when it's physical and there's a possibility he can get hit. So it is what it is. Eric says, that's why I've been asking for a wrench for like 2 months now. I got you, bro. It's all love. That's the stream, man. That's the stream. If you really don't, if you don't like the CTE tour thing, it is what it is. But something needs to be done. I don't think he should be in the NFL. I know it's a blowout win. This is the Voice of the Eagles show. And like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles.